How you doing? How you doing?
Right? Want a bag of weed? No problem. Haircut's outside.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. So basically what he was saying was, if you want a bag of weed, oh, that's no problem, you can get a bag of weed. But a haircut, no, don't get a haircut. But a bag of weed, oh yeah, that's fine. There's a lot of people, you guys, there's a lot of people. So it's hard to maneuver myself around here because there's so many people.
Okay guys, thank you so much. We are going to take a 5-minute break while we reset the stage. So if you need to go to the bathroom, remember we have bathroom stage left and stage right. The majority of the bathrooms are the stage right. We have food trucks. I just noticed that Luciano's Gelato is over in the traffic circle.
Just so that you guys know, they're not allowing... When you're out walking and the police stops you and they say, hey, do you have permission to be out here? Do you have permission? You pull out your Constitution. I was like, yeah, I got my permission. My permission is right here, the Constitution. So that's what she was saying right there. HB 66.
Thank you, Michelle. We are so grateful to be partnering with you on this great
Constitution.
event. Okay, again, it's just 5 minutes, but we understand you may need some shade.
I will not stand down, conform with light.
Or to use the restroom or get some food.
It is hot, you guys. It is very hot.
Just so you guys know, we have a long day ahead of programming, so this is amazing, the group that's
the greatest lie ever told, that vaccines are safe and effective.
All right, see you in 5 minutes.
Liberty Fest 2020, you guys. Liberty Fest 2020. We won, you guys. We won. MSC, RS, fake is my fake. Stop destroying jobs, families, lives. Recuse yourselves. Downtown Sacramento, you guys. Quarantine is when you resist the movement of sick people. Tyranny is when you resist the movement of healthy people. Small business is essential. help Italy.
Yes, we are. We appreciate it.
I'm gonna come through here, you guys. Please share this after you're done watching. If you're done watching, just please share it for others. Hi, how you doing? Hi. From yesterday, right?
Yeah. What's happening?
How you doing?
Good.
Just on Lucky.
That's good.
All right.
Nice to see you. God bless.
Can I see our sign? All right, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm actually gonna go get my hair cut right now. I'll take you over there before I let you guys go, but they're doing haircuts, so I'm gonna get a haircut right now. I'll take you over there, and then we'll basically be done right now. I'm gonna come on live again, but probably on my personal account, if we can get through. I don't know if we can get through. Hi. Let me say hi to this girl real quick. Denise. Hi. How you doing? Good. Yeah, it is crazy. That's Denise. She's from Stockton. All right. Excuse me. They're just right over here. Just right over here. Excuse me. Haircuts. There we go. Haircuts. So I'm gonna get my haircut done. Hopefully soon. I'll let you guys go though because I'm gonna get my haircut. Hey, who's after him?
After him, I'm going to take a quick break. Let me go to yours.
Oh, more over there? Okay. So another haircut. Hey, who's next? Oh, there's a line? Oh, it's gonna be a while. I think it's gonna be a while. I really want to get my haircut. Let's see if over here if they have haircuts. So basically, I don't know if you guys remember, but the last time I was here, I had a sign out and I said all I want is a haircut, and it went viral. And then someone burned my car down. Are you doing haircuts? Can I have a haircut? Huh?
We're gonna need everybody to come back.
Oh, no,
Everybody come back so we can start the program. We're gonna start the program right after this.
Do they do haircuts over here?
Get over here, right in front of the stage,
I
please.
know he's a barber, but I don't know if he's working right now.
Okay. There's a big long line over there though. Okay. Okay, sign this. Okay. All right, you guys, that's it. I'll let you guys go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we found the phone.
Well, let's go see if we can find some more crazies. Just love it. Some more- some state people. So there's like a little.
You're going to want to be back here for this. These are some of my personal heroes. I'm honored to introduce Mayor Paul Crichton and City Councilman John Kale of Atwater, California. Our nation's first sanctuary city for small and all businesses.
Thank you, everyone. We're really proud to be here. The city of Atwater. I'm the mayor. Paul Crichton.
Yeah, definitely nothing like the Antifa protest.
I want to thank you guys for telling us.
I mean, I already know there's going to be a lot of you that are going to be with some of your hateful comments. It's normal. The great thing about America, if you're in fear, you can just stay home. Nothing wrong with that. We're not going to force you to step out of your home. There are literally tens of thousands of people here, literally. I'm sure the media is not going to say so. It wraps around 2 full blocks.
Only did it was the right thing to do.
A lot of
Vote your conscience in November.
Thank you, John. Because that's what all the politicians and speakers want to do. I want to be very to the point. Thank you guys, and you guys are making America what this is about. Freedom and liberty. So stand up because either you do it or you'll get ran over. So I want to tell you a quick story about why we decided to open up and do the sanctuary city for Atwater, California. We decided as a council that if you're going to have a city we support our businesses, if we're going to live on taxes, we can't have all the businesses shut down because there's no money coming in to do police, fire, and reports and stuff. So we're scratching our head. We're listening to the governor's $250 billion in the hole. There's no bailout coming for us. We're alone. We're an island by ourselves. So we were told, you guys got to be quiet, shut up, and get along, and go along. Otherwise, you won't get any money. We decided we need to stand on our own and fight back and do the right thing. So thank you, everybody, and we love you.
Guys, we love Atwater. It was amazing to be there to witness that. So thank you so much for coming with us. Our next speaker, many of you probably know, it is Mr. Ben Bergquam.
So correction, it wraps around like 3 blocks and a roundabout.
And host of Cheesy Freedom on America's Voice News. Ben stands solidly for God, family, and country. It is a great honor for Freedom Angels Foundation to be partnering with Ben Bergquam.
Let's not forget.
For your habit, nobody like a quitter. Hail our people, despite their elders believing in politics.
Everything for our freedoms, including those who have the freedom to stay home if they wish.
Very important to have those weather radios on a day like today, because there's a few storms that occur. Haven't seen any hail yet. Mostly rain with this storm, but I'm sure it's producing up to a quarter to $half size hail. But the main thing to watch out for is a tornado with this storm, because it's now tornado warning. So definitely want to be in your shelter if you're in the warning area. Let's see if we can pull to this road here so I can give you a view of the storm. Hopefully everyone's having a great afternoon.
So I am going to stay live until my phone dies.
Finally.
Really.
So let me pull down the window here.
Feel free to share
So here's the storm right now. So what you're seeing is there's the wall cloud. That's where we have to watch out for a tornado with this tornado warned storm.
I know there were a couple of Kern County individuals that drove up here together, so I'm going to try to locate them.
why we've been able to keep up with it. Just joining us.
Well, this class of 2020,
Just to the northwest of
are
still watching this now. It's been a pretty busy afternoon. I just want to keep you all updated from the field.
by 53.5 feet wide, and that's just grass. Then you've got the track field around that, and big old bleachers on the other side, right? The other day, I was standing in line at Costco, there's sheriff standing on my tape, and I thought to myself, these kids all these years about in line and following the rules. So if we can go to Costco and Target and Walmart and you get the idea, these kids can walk across that field in the fresh air by themselves, single file, and get their diploma. The problem is they want to push it out to the end of summer if we're lucky, and maybe the fall. But the problem is three things. One, like, there are kids that are leaving to go serve in the armed forces. They're leaving to go serve a mission to God. And I just know a couple people, and we're still on the petition here, of family members who are terminally ill and they've been holding on for this day. And we can make it happen sooner or later. So, if you would please go on your phone, whenever you get time, maybe on your way home or when you get home, go to change.org and look for this title, Let Them Walk, the Class of 2020. Thank you.
All right, and next we have America Figueroa. Comes from the Coachella Valley, a mother of 5, executive director for Alliance to Protect Children, advocate for children and families, Christian leader, and candidate for California 56th Assembly District. Hello, California!
Are there any fellow Hispanic Latinos in here? ¿Hay algún latino hispano por aquí? Yes. Okay. I have some advice for my fellow Hispanic Latino friends. Tengo un consejo para mis amigos hispanos y latinos. Number 1, throw your TV away. Number 2, número 2, stop voting for a party and start voting for a person. Dejen de votar por un partido y comiencen a votar por la persona. The reason that I'm here today and the reason that I'm doing and I do what I do, la razón por la que estoy aquí hoy y la razón por la que hago lo que hago y estoy haciendo lo que estoy haciendo, it's number 1.
We have someone getting some medical help right now, so everyone just wait for a second. Yeah. Okay, she's got medical attention. Thank you. Sorry, America. Thank you.
No, that's okay. Why don't we just lift up a prayer really quick for that person? Father God, we come to you and ask that you will cover this person that got sick, whatever it is, Father God. You are in control and we know it. You know what it is, and we worship you. We lift her up. I think it's a lady. We lift her up, Father God, and ask you for healing and protection over her life and her family, whoever is here with her today. In Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so where were we? ¿Dónde estábamos? Number 2. I said stop voting for a party and vote for the person. Yes, and I said the reason that I'm doing what I'm doing, that I'm running for office, that I'm here today, la razón por la que estoy corriendo para un puesto público y estoy aquí hoy, number 1 is for our children, because public education is a mess. Número 1 es por nuestros hijos, porque la educación pública es un asco. That's number 1. Number 2, because I believe in protecting life, porque creo proteger a la vida. Life begins at conception. La vida comienza desde la concepción. So that's why I'm here. That's what I stand for. I believe in protecting the Second Amendment. Yo creo firmemente proteger la segunda enmienda. That was written for us to get protected from government tyranny, like the one we are facing right now. Esa fue creada para protegernos del gobierno tirano que estamos, como el que estamos enfrentando en este momento. I also stand for religious liberty. También estoy por
Tom
la
Cruise
libertad
here.
religiosa.
Be a real American while sitting on your ass in a rascal.
As a matter of fact,
Robo boomers assemble at it.
What's up, Chad? Glad to see you recovering. Welcome back to the world.
The church is always essential. Yes, church, we are the church, and
I think that's over by you, Bob Anderson, looking over in this direction here. Looks like it's over by 75 and 2.
We have come so many times to the Capitol to speak up for our children, for the nasty sex education that's being pushed in the school.
Well, I'm hearing the weather saying that this is just passing. This is where we're looking where that unstable air mass is at. It's just passing Rockton Roscoe, heading to Beloit now. Well, it looks like Earth Bread is gone, at least for this one, but we've got a few other storms that are tracking our way, so don't let your guard down, people.
We gotta get smart, we gotta change, we gotta keep America the way it was meant to be. Ser inteligentes, votar diferente y mantener a América, a Estados Unidos, la manera que fue diseñada para que fuera. Let's protect our liberties, let's stand up to this tyrannic government, and God bless America.
Thank you, America. She has been a champion for so many years, especially for parental rights. We are so thankful to have strong leadership through America. All right, our next guest is Mr. Sean Hoyt. His name, he comes to us, he's a family guy, a missionary, an artist, author, and political activist. He recently launched Hold the Line. This is near and dear to me because this is a hashtag I've been using for over a year. So this is amazing to meet somebody who started an organization, Hold the Line. Especially those of us who claim to be Christians. More than ever, this is the moment in time where we need to hold the line. So he is here to stand for the church and for millennials, to stand tall and strong for our freedom of faith and for our families. So introducing Mr. Sean.
Well, good afternoon, California. I just want to say one thing to start. The church is essential. Again, let me say that again. The church is essential. Come on, That just feels good to say. Turn to someone next to you, just say that. The church. Come on. Well, hey, listen, I'm going to play a little song for you. It's going to be super fun, but on the drive down here, I live up in Redding in Northern California, and I know there's a bunch of us down here. How many are up there? The Redding area, there we go. And I wanted to read something that was just on my heart as I was driving down I-5. Obviously, the reason we're here is because we love this state. And we are outraged at what it has become. Amen? God's promises are firm over California. We believe it. And so we're here to stand up. We just launched a movement called Hold the Line, like she mentioned, and we kind of have a three-part reason for existing. Number one, we want to register voters. Just as Rob McCoy was saying, so many Christians are not voting. And just like my good friend Senator Shinton Grove says, if you don't show up at the dinner table, you end up on the menu. So it's time for the church to begin to vote. Number two, we're here to educate on the issues. Real facts. Not the media spin, but real facts on the issues. And the third thing is we want to mobilize the moment. And I these amazing patriots here, because I don't think there's a better event to mobilize than this right now. Let's just give it up for these amazing organizers. What a historic day. I'm too fired up. We got to switch mics. All right, I want to read this to you, then we're going to sing a song. There's never been a better moment to mobilize than right now. The future of our freedoms is at stake. The tyrannical government overreach in California is at an all-time high. To the people out there that would shame the thousands that are gathering today, I would say this: our freedom does not begin where your fear ends. It's just not how America works. The job of the government to protect our liberty and our freedom, to treat us as adults and not serfs. We decide when and if we go to church, and the church of our choosing. No government has the right to stand between me and my... No government has the right to stand between me and my God. This country was formed of the people, by the people, and for the people. Today, we stand here with a government of democratic socialists, for the democrat socialists and the subservient masses. California is morally, ethically, and financially bankrupt, and we are the creditors. Hold the line, California, or what's left of our liberty will soon be taken from us. Californians deserve to be treated like adults instead of medias. We deserve leaders, not dictators. So in that spirit, and for the reason why I fight and why you fight, I have brought my family and some of my kids on stage. Come on, guys. And we're going to sing a song. You guys hear that? This song is called Raise Your Voice. Come on, can somebody raise their voice? And we're going to sing it, and this is the reason why we moved to California a few years ago, well, actually 4 years ago, and I just could not believe the future that we were going to have to hand off to our kids. And that's when I thought, we gotta engage, we gotta fight, we gotta stand our ground for the future of our generation. How is it that 12-year-olds without parental consent can get a sex change? But if you're under 16, you have to have a parent with you to get your ears pierced. I don't know, that gets me fired up. So I want you guys to sing this. This is the bridge. We're going to sing the whole song, but let me just teach you the bridge real quick. It goes like this. This is our time to stand up, stand up. This is our time to speak up, speak up. This is our moment. We're gonna own it. We'll be the change. Come on, sing over. This is our time. This is our time to stand up, stand up. This is our time to speak up, speak up. This is our moment. We're gonna own it. We'll be the change.
The fuck?
Speak up, speak up. This is our moment. This is our moment. We're gonna own it. We'll be the change. Come on, sing with me. This is our time. This is our time to stand up, stand up. This is our time to speak up, speak up. This is our moment. We're gonna own it. We'll be the change. Come on, let's sing up for freedom. This is our time to stand up, stand up. This is our time to speak up, speak up. This is our moment. We're gonna own it.
This sucks. Change it.
My 9-year-old daughter sing that out to end this.
This sucks more than anything that I've ever fucked before.
Oh my gosh, we cannot wait to have more events with this band. This is incredible.
And you had to postpone
so this is actually the first time. I mean, in order to make some change, I think the best change that we can start working on right now is the Recall Gavin 2020. Yes. So it is my great honor to introduce Ed Reed, who will be telling you all about how the recall is going to go.
I have a volunteer for this campaign. This is the second try. It took 3 tries to get Gray Davis out of office. We're only going to need 2 tries this time. We learned for last time around. We had 325,000 signatures. That's a pretty big army, and every one of them is supporting this effort. They're going to be bringing petitions around. We're going to have petitions in the first week of June. So if you're a parent that doesn't like what your students and children are being taught, you don't like as a teacher the fact that you can't suspend anybody anymore, if you've got a problem because you lost your job before the pandemic, and now you've got, what, 3.5 million people suddenly thrown out of work. Before that, we had AB5. Who signed AB5? Gavin Newsom signed AB5. Are you an independent contractor? I am. Can't work, lose clients, lose money, thrown out of a job. 2 million people had their jobs put in jeopardy just by that. You want to do something? Recall Gavin Newsom 2020. You know, Gavin Newsom is not just a bad governor, a corrupt governor. He represents something. The biggest lie in America is that conservatives and Christians and patriots have all the money. They have all the dark money. They're the ones that are buying the media. And yes, it is bull. It's the biggest lie in America. Billionaires are backing up Gavin Newsom and his party. Billionaires that don't care about borders. Billionaires that don't care about law and order. Billionaires that want to pack us into cities, get us off of rural areas, put us in apartments, and make us ride trains. They don't care about American liberty. They don't respect private property. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think they're doing with this recall? They're mopping up all of the small businesses. So the only businesses left are going to be Walmart and Kmart. That's all that's going to be left in this country if we let the billionaires who backed Gavin Newsom have their way. So this is more than just recalling a bad governor. This is sending a message to all of them, sending a message to that party, sending a message to incumbents. So recall Gavin Newsom 2020. I didn't mean to talk this much. I just wanted to say 3 words. Remember these 3 words because that's all you need. Go into Facebook, go onto your web browser and put in Recall Gavin 2020 and get ready because we're going to put him out of office. I want to introduce the lead proponent. And by the way, our lead proponent for this effort is a recently retired sheriff sergeant. And I can tell you, not just from talking with him, but with other members of law enforcement, speaking as civilians, they're not the ones that threw you off your lawn today. It was Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom made that decision. That wasn't the highway patrol decision. That was a governor's decision that threw you off your lawn so we couldn't enjoy our appropriate social distance. So let me introduce Orrin Heatley. Orrin is a very determined individual. I wouldn't be volunteering for this campaign if I wasn't extremely confident in his ability to put together the coalition that we need. Recall Gavin 2020. Here you are.
Thank you, Ed. I appreciate that. Folks, Gavin Newsom is a train wreck. And we're going to derail his political career right now. Okay? What Ed said is correct. We have an active recall that's underway. We will begin circulating in just the days.
The Secretary of State held it up. We would have loved to have the petition out here for you to sign today, but it's in the Secretary of State's office and they're reviewing it, okay? As soon. Now, I have an assignment for all of you today, okay? Go to recallgavin2020.com. Enter in your email and you will be given an alert as soon as our recall is active and you're able to sign. We have an 8.5 by 11 form and 5 signature boxes. It's a spirit form. Our team has been working behind the scenes on your behalf. We are not doing this recall. We're offering the recall for you to do. This is your recall. The one thing that frightens a government official is an organized citizen group, okay? Let's show Gavin Newsom that we're organized. Say it with me. Recall Gavin! Recall Gavin! Recall Gavin! Recall Gavin! Recall Gavin!
How are you?
I'm live on screen.
Recall Gavin! Recall Gavin! Recall Gavin!
Thank you all very much. God bless America.
Remember, that's Recall Gavin 2020. We're not waiting until 2022.
Wow, yeah, been a while.
Just one more thing to say.
It's a great turnout.
I have just one more thing to say,
I'm
folks.
impressed.
Every battle that's worth fighting, and this is a battle that's worth fighting, it takes backing and support, and it takes funding, okay? We have to build our workforce. You can go onto our website, recallgavin2020.com, and donate today. If every one of you in the crowd donate just $5, $10, $20, we can be able to launch this. And the media is ignoring our efforts. They're not going to give us any free airtime. We have to pay for everything that we're doing costs money.
I feel like I'm in Venezuela right now.
Right?
They're not going to give us any free airtime. We have to pay for it. Everything that we're doing costs money. Appreciate the free airtime for
We're going to have multiple calls. We're going to have a funding campaign for them as
Freedom
well.
Angels will be partnering with the recall effort. We are going to have multiple calls to actions. We're going to have.
Oh yeah, same here.
Our next speaker is David Rodriguez. I love David Rodriguez. If you don't know who he is, you're in for a big treat. He's a publisher of the book called The Underground History of American Education by John Taylor Gatto. And it would be a great time for you to read that book right now while all of our kids' school is in jeopardy. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to turn it over.
Moreland Township out 442 and then 42, probably Millville got dumped on pretty good by this.
I said, how many of you guys want to open California now? How many of you want to go back to work now?
So that's the one going south.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, the secret is in your hands. We got to take a look in the mirror, the man in the mirror, the woman in the mirror, our rights. So why are we begging for our rights from politicians? We are doing something phenomenal here. We are remembering where do our freedoms come from. They come from God or nature or humanity or whatever you believe in. Evolution is fine. It comes from your body. And how many of you own your body? Can I see raise of hands? How many of you think the politicians own your bodies? Not one person. This is what we have to remember. Your body, your soul belongs to you, not to anybody in that building. Is that okay? Can I say all right? So what we're dealing with is the accumulation of the dumbed down schools teaching children that they don't have rights, that the rights come from politicians. And so one of my purposes is to help you remember that, because I used to beg permission from politicians, but there's something called self-ownership. This is one of the most dangerous principles, because if you remember that you own your body, then you take personal responsibility for your life and stop asking these guys for permission. Now, how many of you have children out there, yes? When your children defy you, do they ask for permission, or they just refuse to eat, refuse to clean their room, and just completely disobey? Disobedience is one of the most powerful weapons that we have, and we are actually part of something in Santa Cruz called the Santa Cruz Volunteers. We are currently implementing civil disobedience on the beach. We've been doing this for 4 weeks in a row, not asking for permission. We are exercising our freedom. You know why? Free people don't ask for freedom, they exercise it. So I want to tell you about something, the evolution of human consciousness. For decades and generations, we thought our rights come from politicians, but now we're here together. This whole COVID issue has brought us together, and we're remembering that our rights come from the Creator, from God, evolution, whatever it is, and it's time to evolve beyond asking for permission. So today, this Saturday, or tomorrow, get some of your buddies, go open up some businesses, and don't ask for permission from a politician. You have rights from God! And what I want to share lastly is that the future is voluntary. The problem is that these guys wear fancy suits and ties and they speak well, but you know what they use? They use coercion. They use violence. They use intimidation. Is that acceptable or no? So what we do, all moral, peaceful people, is use consent. We use voluntary relationships. And so this is why I believe the future is voluntary. If you want to stay connected, what I do, I help parents remove their children from the school system. I do accelerated graduations, homeschool consulting. You can find me at homeschoolleader.com. David Rodriguez is my name. Thank you so much for your time, and freedom's gonna win! Now the next speaker is an international public speaker about freedom. He has a book, a very powerful book called Government, the Biggest Scam in History. I highly recommend you take a look at it. Please welcome to the stage Mr. Etienne de la Bueshi Square, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man, what a crowd. This is amazing to see so many people standing up for for your God-given rights, for your natural law rights. You don't have a right to own your business because politicians gave you the right to run a business. You have a right to feed your family. You have the right to do whatever you want to do as long as you're not hurting anybody else. And my book, Government, the Biggest Scam in History, the biggest secret of government is that it's illegitimate on its face. If I don't have the ability to rob you, make up rules for you, and take your money, I can't delegate a right I do not have myself to a representative or to a government to represent me doing something I do not have the ability to do myself. I can't be bound by a social contract I didn't sign. And if two people can't vote to steal the money from a third person, and it doesn't matter if there's a fourth person or a fifth person or a sixth person, nothing can take something that's inherently immoral and make it moral just because the majority wants to do it. And that's the biggest secret. That's the biggest scam of government, that it's been illegitimate since the beginning. And in my book, I break down how it's the government and the media working together to sell you on the legitimacy of politicians getting to rule you from Washington, D.C. I'm also the author of an article called Plandemic at government-scam.com/Plandemic. I'm an ex-Wall Street guy. And COVID, to me, and the investigation that I've done with all of the foreknowledge, is this is the engineered, manufactured excuse to hand trillions of dollars to Wall Street, to private banks, to private companies through these stimulus and bailouts. They spent billions to engineer a situation where they're handing themselves trillions. COVID is a bank robbery at its case. But that's not what I want to tell you about. What I want to tell you about was what David just told you about in the Santa Cruz Volunteers, where we got together and we started out with 10 people that didn't believe what the government and the media was telling them. And then it went to 20. And then it went to 35. And then it went to 60. And yesterday we had probably 70 plus people, peaceful civil disobedience. Martin Luther King, Gandhi-esque peaceful civil disobedience. Don't beg for your rights, take your rights. Exercise your rights. Get together, get your friends together. Start out with 5. Watch it grow to 10. Watch it grow to 20. Get them together, hug your neighbors, have fun. Reopen California. Thank you very much. Thank you to the Freedom Angels for doing this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Howard. Love David Rodriguez. Bryant. Yes, she is the co-founder of Crossing the Jordan Academy. She is here to share her story about her and her husband's defiance of the Sonoma County order. Her husband Michael's daily arrests. 3 times a day he is being arrested because they refuse to close.
Sorry guys,
their
my
businesses.
phone froze and I couldn't zoom out. It's pretty warm here today.
Refuse to close their businesses. This woman and her husband are a hero. Their businesses are supporting hundreds, keeping a roof over their heads. It is Freedom Angel's greatest honor to welcome to the stage Mrs. Dana Bryant.
Thank you. I'm not a politician and I'm not a pastor, so I need your help. All the way in the back, you patriots, I need to hear from you. Patriots in the back, in the front, on the side, on the right. I need your energy. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Thank you. My husband and I are the co-founders of an organization called Crossing the Jordan Academy. It is an 18-month residential recovery program that houses over 100 residents, including small children. We are fully funded by our social enterprises. We have 6 or had 6 retail locations that fund our mission. Not one government dollar. Yes! Thank you. I happen to believe that what is occurring with us is because we are a reflection of the failed policies of our state regarding homelessness and addiction. On May 2nd, we were at a breaking point. We complied, we reached out to our local government, we asked for help, and we were ignored. So we opened our doors. My husband took a stand for our community. On May 11th, they showed up. I need a shout out to my Sonoma County friends. I'm here for you. I do not want, you have to understand, it is amazing we are here right now in Sacramento and you actually, with this guy right here, have your ability to have no masks on and eat inside. We do not have that in Sonoma County. We have one of the most restricted orders right now. We have had very little relief. So on May 11th, we opened our doors, and my husband, Michael Bryant, he didn't want to be up here, but he's somewhere in the crowd. He's my hero because he stood for the people that we stand for, and he opened the doors. He walks in to the police station every single day, and he is arrested 3 times a day, technically, and released. Here's what we want to say to you. We were once ourselves a menace to society. But because of God and the freedoms that we have in this great nation, we decided to live our lives to the fullest. Because on this special weekend, we better remember that people sacrificed for the freedoms in which we were given. Thank you. Freedom isn't free. And when we do not go against the tyranny, we are not honoring those men and women that died for our country. So we will remain open. We will not back down. The government called us and said, don't worry, we'll take care of your people. Excuse me, they're not a number. That's our damn family, and you're not going to take them anywhere. One last thing. Everything we teach at Crossing the Jordan is about being courageous. My husband developed a training that is called Intrepid. Intrepid means be courageous in the face of fear. That's what I'm calling you to do today. Stand up, open up your businesses, follow their damn guidelines, but open up America. God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Dana.
USA! USA! USA!
Okay, next up we have Denise Pedro. I don't know if I said that right. And I'll just turn it over to her. She is running for District 44 State Assembly against Jackie Irwin.
Hi, everybody. Are you ready to get angry? Because I'm angry. You're already angry. Well, I'm Denise Pedro. I was working in construction out in the job sites of Los Angeles County when I had enough, and I said, fine, I will step away from my private life because we need more regular people in that building, right? I ran into some people from the LA area. They are wonderful candidates, Hispanic candidates and influencers, and I said, I will give up some of my time so that you guys can introduce yourselves too. I need your support. VoteForPedro.com is my website. Come and find me.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ricardo Benitez. I'm from downtown LA, San Fernando, basically. But I represent my people over there, and we are here asking Gavin Newsom to reopen California. My people is hungry right now over there. They don't have a jobs. Businesses are all closed. All the restaurants who are employing all those people from the District 39, they are closed, and those people over there are begging, and Gavin Newsom is giving them just $500 supposedly, but those organizations has been stuck with the money on the table. Thank you very much. Vote Ricardo Benitez for the State Assembly.
Hey, Sacramento! Hey, America! Are we Americans first? Yeah! That's right, we're Americans first. My name is Jessica Martinez. I'm from Whittier, California, and I'm running for State Assembly for the 57th Assembly District. Ricardo and myself were one of the two plaintiffs on that lawsuit to stop Gavin Newsom from giving $75 million of taxpayer money to undocumented workers. Because it's unconstitutional. Do we stand for the Constitution? That's right, we stand for the Constitution. And I'm your constitutional candidate for this coming November. Go to MartinezForAssembly.com. Show your support. Thank you so much.
Hello guys, I just want to say hello to everyone. I came all the way from LA. My name is Yasmina Saavedra. I'm the Spanish voice of Latinos for Trump, and we're gonna be supporting President Trump 4 more years. Latinos for Trump!
All right, Sacramento, where's our people at? Woo! My name is Anthony Cabasa, and I am the Democrats' worst nightmare. I am the chairman to the Republican Hispanic Assembly of California. I am the proud son of an immigrant mother, and I served my country honorably 11 years. And I loved every moment of it. I was a Spanish interpreter at the border, so I know firsthand exactly what is going on at the border. Telemundo and Univision continue to suppress me, my voice, and my organization because they want to make it believe that we do not exist, that there are Hispanics like myself, that are proud sons of immigrants that came the right way, that want to be part of the dream, the American dream, and we want to stand up against Gavin Newsom and all the tyranny that is happening. We are helping congressional candidates get elected into office. We helped Mike Garcia win California 25, the first time a Republican has flipped a blue seat since 1998. And the Hispanic Assembly stands firm with congressional candidates in State Assembly. And I will leave you with this. If you want to reach out to me, please do. Our organization is going to help more Republicans, more conservatives, because Hispanics are Republican. We are conservative, and so are our values. We are faith-based nuclear family. We believe in freedom. We believe in America and the Constitution. I'll leave you with this. It's called My Creed by Dean Elfinge. I do not choose to be a common man. It is my right to be uncommon if I can. I seek opportunity, not security.
I do not wish to be a kept citizen, humbled and dulled by the state to look after me. I want to take the calculated risk, to dream and to build, to fail and to succeed. I refuse to barter incentive for a dole. I prefer the challenges of life to the guaranteed existence, the thrill of fulfillment to the stale calm of utopia. I will not trade freedom for beneficence, nor my dignity for a handout. I will never cower before any master, nor bend to any threat. It is my heritage to stand erect, proud and unafraid, to think and act for myself, to enjoy the benefit of my creations, and to face the world boldly and say, this with God's help, I have done. God bless you guys. God bless everyone.
Thank you very much. All right, yes, thank you, USA, 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 USA. All right, thank you guys. We would like to introduce Mr. Morton Irvine Smith to the stage now. Here you go, sir.
Thank you. I want to hear somebody say something to me that matters. Can we say the name freedom? Freedom! 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 Amongst all the speakers today, of which we are pleased to have so many that matter to all of us, I am a particular fan. All right, since I get to start over, I damn sure will. My name is Morton Irvine Smith. That middle name might mean something to you because my family was here before California was a state. And I have a passion for this state because my family died in this soil when there was nothing else there but soil. And we're all the soil of this state. We are all here because this is the most beautiful, God-blessed, God-kissed place on the planet to live. At this time, we are faced with a tyranny that is darker and is the only thing possible that could darken that sun. And we are starting to live under it. And it is gross, and it is dark, and it is evil. Yeah! Now, what is forgotten to many of you is that these events don't come cheap, and they don't come without effort. And I happen to love everybody that puts blood, sweat, and tears into these events. And we're going to get back to that chanting in about a minute and a half. But I want to talk to you about the name of one particular group. These 4 women standing behind me right here. My name is Morton, and these are the Angels. In all seriousness, I want you to think about their name, and we're going to show them a little bit of gratitude here for the next minute and a half. Freedom Angels. Can we start a slow baseball cheer? Freedom Angels! Freedom Angels! Freedom Angels! Freedom Angels! Freedom Angels! Freedom Angels! Angels! Freedom Angels! Freedom Angels! Freedom Angels! Freedom Angels! Freedom Angels! Freedom Angels! Kind of sticks with you, okay?
Freedom!
So I want you to think about something in that title. And anytime you see their events, know that you are one with them. They are, what is an angel? An angel is a protector. We are now faced with an energy of darkness that wants to take away your religion and your protection. Think about that. We are all angels. We are angels to our children, to our mothers, to our grandparents, to our neighbor, to our coworker. We are Legion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin. All right, here we go.
All right, our next person on the stage, her name is Misty Flowers, born and raised in California and a musician from Washington, here to stand for freedom for all. Misty, there you go.
Thank you all so much for being here. What you do matters, and I was born and raised here, but I live in Washington State, and we're all watching you and what you do and how you guys are affecting this country. It spans everywhere, and thank you so much. This song is for all of you, and for these lovely women who have been rocking it. The song was written by Maya Angelou, and it was put into a song by Ben Harper. It's called I'll Rise, and if you feel like singing the I'll Rise with me, feel free. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me down in the very dirt, and still like the dust I'll rise. Does my happiness upset you? Why are you best with gloom? 'Cause I laugh like I've got an oil well bubbling in my living room. So you may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, and I'll rise, I'll rise, I'll rise, 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 out of the shacks of history's shame, up from a past rooted in pain. I'll rise, I'll rise, I'll rise, rise, rise. Now did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops weakened by my soulful cries? Does my confidence upset you? Don't you take it all too hard, 'cause I walk like I've got a diamond vine breaking up in my front yard. So you may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, and I'll rise, I'll rise, I'll rise, 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 out of the shacks of history's shame, up from a past rooted in pain. I'll rise, I'll rise, I'll rise, rise, rise. Yeah, we're gonna rise, we'll rise, we'll rise, rise, rise. Will you sing that with me? We'll rise, we'll rise, we'll rise, rise, rise. Yeah, we're gonna rise, we'll rise, we'll rise, rise, rise. God bless America.
And can we just appreciate her shirt? Gates wanted for crimes against humanity. All right, so our next speaker is Joe Collins, 13-year U.S. Navy vet running for Congress against Maxine Waters. By that, I know you know it's District 43 from South LA, native bringing value and opportunity back to the community.
Thank you, thank you. First, I want to thank all of you guys for coming out here to our Freedom Fest. This is wonderful. We want to thank the Freedom Angels. We want to thank security, the police department back in the back. We want to thank God. We also want to thank Gavin Newsom and coronavirus, because without that too, we wouldn't even know how much of a terrible governor that he is, right? Listen, let me tell you this. For me, I'm from South Central Los Angeles, and the media is going to say that there are no black people that are protesting. There's going to be no black people or Hispanics at this rally. So I'm going to take a video. I'm going to count to 3, and I want you guys to give us the biggest hooray and cheers that you can, all right? 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about. You hear that? We're out here. One of the reasons why I came, I know I have a short amount of time, one of the reasons why I came is because in South LA we have a poor, underserved community that has been ran by Maxine Waters for a very long time. Not to make this speech political, but let me tell you this. We have a very poor community. We have senior citizens that are not being taken care of. We have small businesses that are not getting funding. We have homelessness. We have an abundance of homeless people that have been forgotten about since COVID-19. We have low-income families that have been forgotten about since COVID-19. And when our governor, who has our tax money, rapes us of our tax money every chance that he gets, he takes our tax money with gas tax, air tax, property tax, split road tax, business tax, water tax, plastic bag tax. And when we need him to give us that money back so we can run our small businesses, take care of our senior citizens, our homeless, we get absolutely nothing. This is such a great event with COVID-19 coming around because it has allowed us to see the type of dictatorship, democratic government that we have here in California. This is our opportunity to say, hell no. We also have an opportunity in November to vote them out of office because our voices needs to be heard. We need to tell people like Gavin Newsom, like Maxine Waters, like Nancy Pelosi, they're no longer welcome here in California. So we need to let our voices be heard today. We need to get on board with the Freedom Angels. We need to get on board with the We Have Rights. We need to get on board with the recall Gavin Newsom, and we need to get our friends, our family, our people that are in high school, our people that are in college to vote. And we don't need to just vote because we're Democrats. We don't need to vote because we're Republicans. We don't need to vote because we're independents. We need to vote because our voice needs to be heard. We need to get rid of the taxes. We need to improve the quality of life. We need to take care of our homeless. We need to bring back quality jobs. And we need to take care of our senior citizens. Now we have the opportunity, thanks to us, our voice in unity saying, hell no! Hell no! My name is Joe Collins. I'm running for Congress. JoeCollinsForCongress.com. Follow me, guys.
Thank you, Joe. That was amazing. We are so excited to be partnering with you. All right, we're waiting for our next guest, and you know what? We're looking for Alan Hostetter. Is Alan Hostetter here? He's next on deck. Sorry. Whoops. Does anybody? Oh yes, we'll be in touch. Alan, we're looking for Alan Hostetter. Has anybody seen him? We're gonna play just a teeny bit of music here and take a short break while we look for Alan. Of the show with us, and we have Cafe Anderson, who's going to be closing out with us too. So please do not go away, guys. We have a full lineup today. So if you need to get shade or a drink, that's fine, but don't leave. We've got lots going. So okay, back to Alan. Sorry about that. Alan is the leader of San Clemente Freedom March. He is a former police chief, a former Army infantry, the director of American Phoenix Project, and a current freedom fighter who put it all on the line for us on Thursday, correct? And he was arrested. So here we go.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Sacramento. Hello, California. I want to just start off by saying thank you to every single one of you out here. I know this is not your first rodeo. I'm sure many of you, just like me, we've all been walking and marching and protesting and rallying every chance we get up and down the state. Some of it has been covered by the media. All that stuff going on out there. Right? We just love that mainstream media. Okay. So that's what I want to thank all of you for. When we're organizing these protests and trying to get people going, get people motivated, the first time we had a protest was actually Easter Sunday. And I put some information out on social media, and I thought, I wonder how many people are going to show up for this. And this was probably the first protest in the country at that time. Lansing, Michigan went off 3 or 4 days later, and that was the first one that was known publicly in the media. And the first protest that we had, there was about 50 people that showed up, and those people were brave. We had no idea what the Sheriff's Department was going to do to us. No idea at all. So they all showed up and walked up and down the street. We had our flags, and we agreed. Second protest, 1 week later, 1,000 people showed up after everybody knew it was safe. And here we are today, a couple of months later, and look at this, thousands and thousands of people out here marching and rallying, motivated, protesting. Sending a message to Gavin Newsom, the most lawless and worst governor in the history of this state. Absolutely horrible. And as a former law enforcement officer of 24 years, I like to say this. In a sane world, the same deputy sheriffs that told me, or actually say used bolt cutters to cut me off of the chain link fence a couple of days ago, in a sane world, the 100, and I'm not kidding, there was 100 out there, riot police. They would get in their police cars, they would turn their lights and sirens on all over the state of California, and they would roll what we call Code 3, lights and sirens rolling. Right here, right behind me at this Capitol, they would march up those steps, they would walk into that Capitol building, they would drag Gavin Newsom out in handcuffs for what he is doing. Gavin Newsom is committing crimes against humanity. He is a criminal with the acts that he is doing. In a sane world, that's what law enforcement would be doing today. Rolling Code 3 right up those Capitol steps and dragging him out by the hair in handcuffs. So I was walking up here earlier, my daughter says to me, when she said, I love my wife right now here, I can't thank enough for all the support. And when she married me, she had no idea she was going to be videoing me getting drug off the chain link fence by 100 cops. She had no idea. But my daughter is also here, right down there, lovely Heather. And we're walking up the street and come here, and she said, hey, Dad, guess what? In Orange County, they're going to open malls and some dining areas, and it's going to be kind of free again. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm so excited. And then she says, oh, but guess what? They're going to mandate masks. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, that's right. So that's going to be the next fight, right? So they're going to have to pull us out of shopping centers for refusing to wear a mask, and that'll be the next act of civil disobedience. And for any of you that were at the San Diego protest a couple of weeks ago, let's hear it if you were in San Diego. What motivated me to hop that chain link fence with my friends, our wrenches, and our bolt cutters, was Graham Ledger. You remember his speech that day, Graham Ledger? He's one of the hosts of OAN, One American News Network. And that day in San Diego, he said something that just stuck with me, and it motivated me because he was 100% right. He said, let this today, Sacramento, be your last rally. From this point forward, it's all about civil disobedience. When we march up and down the street with our flags, it is communal and it feels good, and that's how it needed to begin. But now, we got to escalate. And then we have to escalate to civil disobedience. If you notice from 2 days ago, it gets your attention. It gets our attention. I'm going to wrap this up here. I know we got several more speakers, and this is going to take one last thing. Be optimistic. People right now are waiting. People that you might have thought were arrested just a few months ago. I know that those moving up. And it's very progressive community. As I started to fight back, Peace, baby. We'll see ya.
Thank you. All right, our next guest is Pastor Paul. He has been married to his sweetheart for 36 years. He is the father of 3 children. He is the pastor of Faith Mountain Pentecostal Church in San Diego. So great to have the whole state represented here. So he's been a pastor there for 23 years. He's the chairman of the Western Region Worldwide Pentecostal Fellowship, co-author with Pastor Greg of the Open Churches Now petition. Welcome to the stage, Pastor Paul.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Freedom Angels and Dr. Williams. It is good to be here today, and I want to say to Governor Gavin Newsom that time is up. It is time to open churches, and it is time to open California. That's kind of a misnomer, saying that it's time for him to open churches. I want to say to every pastor and to every parishioner of a church, it's time for you to open your church. It's time for you to call your pastor and say, I'm going to be at the door. I hope it's unlocked. It's time to return and begin to do our service to God and worship God like Americans have for 244 years. I want to remind the governor that 244 years ago, this great nation was founded with the laws of the land that guaranteed to protect the rights and freedoms that we have. He has only been a governor for a matter of months, and he only has a matter of months left. But the Constitution will stand on for decades and centuries by the grace of God. I want to say something to our faith community and churches. Listen, you went far beyond the call of duty when the crises of the virus first surfaced, or the perceived crises. But now we recognize that there is no crises. Within a matter of 2 to 3 weeks, they knew they had a medicine for it, a very effective medicine. They knew how to monitor it and control it, and to demand that you healthy people cover your face like a criminal and stay locked in your house on home arrest while they deliberately move sick people into retirement centers and say it's up to you to protect the others. It's time for us to wake up and say, I'm taking back my church. I'm opening my church. I'm opening my state. I'm opening my business. It is your God-given responsibility. Furthermore, let me just say, I know it's just a play on words calling it civic disobedience, but it is not civic disobedience. This is civic disobedience. It's time for you to obey your Constitution. It's time to obey God. It's time to return to our life. And I'll finish with this. When I was a kid in school, I learned a story about the emperor's new suit, and everybody applauded, and everybody went along, and everybody sighed and exclaimed about how beautiful the emperor's new suit was. But he had been snookered. He had been swindled by some famous tailors, and the emperor was naked, and everyone in the crowd went along with the story. But I'm here to say we're aware this is naked tyranny. This is naked disregard for churches. It is naked disregard for the lives of Californians and Americans. And so I encourage you, don't be afraid to return to church. Pastors, don't be afraid to open your doors. It is time to open them tomorrow. It's time to open them now. God bless you.
I had the honor to stand by him earlier when he was speaking to media, and the woman next to me said, what did you say? That's my pastor. That's my pastor! That's what we should all be saying about the spiritual leaders of our community. That's my pastor. Standing for me, standing for our freedoms. Thank you, sir. God bless you. God bless America. All right, thank you. We are welcoming to our stage next Eric Early, who is running against Adam Schiff. You guys... All I'm going to say about that one is you guys better start opening your wallets to fund his campaign. And you better be hitting the pavement to fund his, to pound the pavement for his campaign, and you better be telling everybody you know. So he is running for Congressional District 28. Welcome, Mr. Eric.
That's amazing. My man's handed out the hat already. Thank you to the Freedom Angels. Okay, I'm Eric Early. I'm running against the most evil son of a bitch that we have in Congress. Worst congressman of our lifetime. Sociopath. I'm going to start by saying a few things. You know that sound I'm hearing out there? I'm hearing the American spirit. I'm seeing the American spirit. I'm hearing the American heartbeat. I'm hearing all the great patriots whose families, whose ancestors, many of you fought and died to get us here today. That's what I'm listening to. I'm listening to all the great Americans that will not stand for tyranny. And don't not think for 1 second that the reason our state is slowly being opened up is because of everybody out here. This pampered child that calls himself a leader, he's no leader. He had everything handed to him in his life. He doesn't understand the tens of millions of people that are suffering in this state. He doesn't know about all the jobs he's killed. He doesn't know that millions of people, before he closed down the state, had no safety net whatsoever. He doesn't know about the businessmen and women who struggled and worked and scrimped and saved and risked to create a business for themselves and support employees to support this country that he's killed off. He's got no damn idea. That, you know, my man just asked, where does he get his haircut? I've been asking the same thing myself. He looks great, doesn't he? He's an empty suit. He's an empty suit. We're all here fighting for the U.S. Constitution. I support you folks so much because you're the brave ones. You're the ones that are going to make our lives, for our future, for our kids, for our grandchildren. That's why I jumped in this race, you know. I beat six other people in the primary to go head-to-head against this guy. I got in the race, if you want to boil it down, for 2 reasons. I firmly believe we're in a battle of good versus evil in this country right now. Good versus evil. These people are communists. These people may be socialists. If they get their way, they will take down this country. We are fighting to rid our country of that evil. As Ronald Reagan said, and I'm paraphrasing, our freedom's only 1 generation away. And you patriots are the ones that are going to make sure that our American greatness stands forever. While these nut jobs who are getting completely brainwashed by the mainstream media are sitting in front of their TVs freaking out. They won't leave the house. It is. As this woman said, it's scary as, I can't say the last word, starts with an F. You know, but this lockup is outrageous. This guy, I've got a mayor down, he's called a mayor. He's a spineless, weak, little pampered child named Eric Garcetti. Another one who has, this is another joker who claims he's out here protecting all of us, right? Because they know better than us, right, man? They all know, this guy knows better than us, right? We're just a bunch of morons in these idiots. He's protecting us, they're both protecting us while they're killing off tens and tens of thousands of people who are dying in their homes, who are losing their jobs, losing their businesses, and these clowns consider themselves helping us.
So it's you folks, it's the patriots of America and the patriots of California that is causing things to be open up right now. He will never admit it. The character in LA who still got us locked down will never admit it. It is time to keep up the fight. You folks are standing out here in incredible heat. Now let me talk a little bit about this sociopath, buddy. You know, I jumped in to fight this battle of good versus evil. Good has to fight back, and I jumped in because I was sitting on my couch day after day after day watching this SOB ship lie to my face, and I took it personally because we all knew from day one that President Trump didn't collude with Russians. How ridiculous is that? And I knew that guy was lying to us. And I'm looking, I'm saying, this guy's lying to my face. I took it personally. So as I say, I got fed up, so I stepped up.
Amen. You guys still have
all
shirts
right?
left or no more?
We gotta drain the swamp, all right? Drain the swamp, support our president. I'm running out of time. We're doing this for God and country. And I'll end by saying, America is the greatest country that God ever created. I believe in American exceptionalism. I believe, as Ronald Reagan used to say, we are the shining city on a hill. And it's all of us who are going to fight to keep us the shining city on a hill. God bless all of you. www.ericearly.com. Check it out. We're taking a fight to that son of a bitch. I got 10,000 small donations from around America. I'm a fighter. You hear it in my voice. We're going after that guy. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you to all of you who are going to kick that Adam Schiff right out of office. He's the one who's trying to censor everything we are doing here. So it is so important that we get him out. Okay. Yes. We are getting ready now to introduce our keynote speakers. This is amazing, guys. All the way out from Florida, this couple came to be with us. I'm going to introduce Mr. J.C. Hall, who is actually a pastor. He's a pastor of GodGunsAndLiberty.com and the husband of Chris Ann Hall. Pastor J.C. is a Navy veteran and a patriot. It is Freedom Angel's honor to welcome Mr. and Mrs. Hall to the stage.
California Patriots, how about it? Woo, you guys are awesome. Man, Chris and I have traveled this country. Chris has taught over the last 10 years an average of 265 constitutional classes in 22 states every single year. We average 4 days a month at home. Otherwise, we're out fighting for liberty. And as we travel, and I'm fixing to tick off about 49 other states, as we travel, people say, oh man, because I guess they're thinking about moving somewhere, right? And they say, where are the best patriots? Where are the most ardent patriots in the country? And I say, California. They look at me like I'm crazy. I said, guys, they feel the oppression the most. And I hate to tell you, and you can name some other states, and there's always, certain couple of states that pop in people's heads. I didn't say that. But the patriots I want in my foxhole? That's the patriots in California. And I want you to know today, you are encouraging the rest of the nation. I looked at Chris Ann's Facebook. She went live earlier. People jumped on there and they're like, oh, we stand with you, California. I mean, North Carolina, Idaho, Iowa, people all over the place. They look and say, man, California patriots are standing up. What the heck is wrong with us? You don't be fooled. Don't be conned by these lunatics in your house. You, my friends, are tell you what, tyranny has been exposed. Thank you, pretended King Newsom. Mussolini, thank you. Your nonsense has brought you into the light, and you're showing the world who you are. You're showing the tyranny that dwells among us. But what you didn't count on, not just you being pulled out of the darkness into the light, but you've drawn the patriots into the light, and we are not going away.
All right, fair enough.
Hold on, I'm gonna take your picture now.
We are not having a liberty protest. We are taking a stand, putting our foot down, drawing a line in the sand, defeating liberty. You want to do normal music? You should do normal. Look, good, reasonable people. But the data's in. The propaganda's exposed. We know it's nonsense. I just did the numbers. I was 60%. And it's adjacent counties. Once freaking again, these urban knuckleheads are trying to dictate life and every other place in the city. We aren't built for a one-size-fits-all government. That is not who we are. You want to draw a wall between LA and Bakersfield? Knock yourself out. But we don't have to abide by what somebody else is doing because you can't run your city right. That's the crap that's going on all over the country. That's the divide. Listen, we've been in Southern California too. There are patriots there. Michael Bowen's running the 5th Amendment out of LA.
We're not going to take it. It's kind of like
So here's a secret.
We're at your third house, Gavin. We'll be there.
I'm going to drop this one point before I introduce the most beautiful lady on the planet.
House, they have explosives too.
I want you to get this, guys. Please tell me this hasn't gone over your head. I'm not trying to...
If Gavin loses November election, I would personally... I'll do something.
These federal elections are important. Federal politics are important. There's no question about it. But not to the neglect of local and state. Look around. This tyranny has been implemented all over the country at the state and local level. Look around. If you learn anything from this, let's figure out if you are not protected locally and at your state, you are not protected. If you learn anything from this, let's figure out, let's secure the White House. Yeah, let's secure our Congress. But stop ignoring local and state government, because when we do, that's what we get. And listen, politicians, state, local, whatever, they dance to the tune of money. So why don't we turn it back around? You know the Chamber of Commerce, I don't know who's out there, this may tick somebody off. But so many chambers of commerce around the country have been infiltrated by globalists and Marxists and anti-American subversives. Why don't we start liberty chambers of commerce? How about the businesses in your community join together, make up your mind before all this nonsense rolls out again, because it's coming back again. Newsflash. Let's go ahead and make up our mind. You may have bullied us, you may have tricked us with fear. It didn't take us long for those of us to figure it out who didn't know the difference. We figured it out. And we need to decide today. We will never shut down again. And we need to decide today. We will never shut down again and try to reopen. So we need to decide today, folks. We will not shut down ever again. This is so we need to decide today, folks. We will not opening up, and we are opening up for good. And last thing, your nonsense, your labels. Democrat, Republican, left, right, black, white, Christian, non-Christian. Why don't you take a flying leap with your labels? Who we are Americans. We were born free. People died to secure that freedom. We fought a war to make sure every one of our citizens could enjoy that freedom. We didn't sign up to go back on the chopping block of the slave master's sales freaking counter. Excuse me, somebody needs a little fire in their belly. My family moved from Kentucky after the Civil War to Bakersfield, California. I am the descendant of an African slave. My grandfather, great-great-grandfather walked off the plantation, took the knowledge from the plantation, became successful farmers in Bakersfield. He didn't fight for the government dole. He didn't fight for some government handout. He stood for freedom. And I'm not going to soil the legacy of my great-great-grandfather by bowing when he wouldn't. I don't know what anybody listening's going to do, but as for me and my house, give me liberty or give me death. Let me say this and I'm done. This is not what we do. And it better not be what you do. This is who we are.
That's right.
If this is what you do, you'll fold, you'll quit, you'll go back to the shade.
Yep.
Defending liberty cannot be what you do. It has to be who you are. Ladies and gentlemen, my fantastic, lovely wife, constitutional attorney, Patrick Henry in a skirt. You can find her at chrisannhall.com. There she is, Chris Ann Hall.
Hey, you guys, I am so excited to be here today, and I want to give you just a tiny bit of instruction. I want to give you just a tiny bit of truth. And it actually begins with the California oath of office, okay? Because, see, when we try to look at Donald Trump to fix all our problems, when we look at Attorney Barr to fix our problems, what that does is
creates a lazy, powerless society.
That's right.
We are not subjects waiting for any higher power other than God to stand behind us. We don't need Donald Trump's permission. We don't need A.G. Barr's gavel. We need liberty-inspired people with a backbone and the courage to stand up and say, we will not comply.
That's right.
Now that makes the snowflakes uncomfortable, so let me just go ahead and set the stage here for you. I'm already called an anti-government extremist hate group. I'm already called all the names you can think about calling me, so it's not going to hurt my feelings. And I've taken down bigger than Gavin Newsom, so he doesn't scare me either. Besides, how dare he defy the army of liberty in California? 40 million. I want you to think about that. 40 million. There are 40 million people in California.